off the third row there. I wonder who that is off the third row. But meanwhile, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16 sidecars. Challenging John Holden and Robbie Shorter there into turn 1. But Holden and Shorter have got this there. They weren't listed on the points being a Formula 2 machine, but their bike is a 600, I believe, unless I've squeezed a 600 750 motor or something in there.
Dancing the back end of it into the S's, awesome work. John Holden, 10 podiums in the last handful of years at the Isle of Man, and Robbie Shorter, an experienced swinger on the back there, probably one of New Zealand's best swingers of later times, so awesome to see them. And look at that, already stretching out the advantage and back to, gee, those guys are good from the UK with their starts there, Spider, Gary and Phil.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they must do a lot of short circuit racing for that, because at the end of the day, when you're on the long circuit, a real important start is not so critical. And, you know, you can damage your clutch and all that sort of thing, because remember, these are solo bike engines with little wee narrow tyres, and of course you put them on the sidecar with double the weight and double the weight of the bike and double the weight of the people, and a big wide tyre. The clutch is what takes the hammering. We're getting a change of position there going into the Go Media corner for 4th and 5th place. I think that was Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan going and taking in the lead there, and in fact they've gone up into 3rd place, side by side across the start-finish line between Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan there. We've got a gap of 0.2 of a second there, 66,000 between 1st and 2nd place. No, I think that timing screen hasn't refreshed actually. Indeed, the timing screen has not refreshed at the moment, so it's all eyes on the track. The letter H, John Holden, the British flag on this side, the Kiwi flag on the other, with Robbie Shorter from Tauranga doing the swinging there. Robbie, mate, he's got a top 11 positions at the Isle of Man and a couple of trips here with Colin Buckley. He's been to the World Sidecar Championships and been to Australia, setting up records, had race wins over there, and we're still getting some feedback through that system.
I'm thinking I heard, don't know if you can correct me, Spider, but he's the fastest swinger from the Southern Hemisphere at the Isle of Man.
Yes, indeed he is, yes. Indeed he is. Okay, John Holden comes out of that big Higgins corner onto the back straight. In fact, he's halfway down the back straight. Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan got up for 2nd place. Here comes Andy Scriver on the 99 machine with Tina McEwen doing the swinging there, and pulls up on the inside and outbreaks that 3rd place bike. And now it's rides around the outside. Gary Bryan with Phil Hyde, sorry, doing the swinging there. So it's Formula 1 versus Formula 2, 99 versus B there. And that is for 3rd and 4th position on the track. Still no update there on the timing, so we've got a lapse time of 2:45. It says 10 laps to go. That's right, we've had a major power cut here. Everything was off, and it's just lucky that the sidecars are in relatively small pockets around the track, and people were running around telling them to get onto the track to the power was off, and there's no PA system, but it's all sorted now. So Andy Scriver and Tina McEwen. Andy's about 8 or 9 times New Zealand sidecar champion. Absolutely incredible. He came out in, I think, a competitive bike in 1992, and mate, he was so quick. He brought in Gavin Porteous' own bike in from Australia and started to reel off. I think he's had about 5 different passengers and win the New Zealand Championship on them. So he goes into 2nd place, going up under brakes into Higgins. Here comes Barry Smith, Tracy Bryan. Listen to, look at this, 1000cc versus a 600cc. There's not much in it. It's only towards the halfway along the back straight that the big 1000 comes into its own. The RSR 1000cc British built machine that he's had in the country for 2 seasons. It'd be great to see them at the New Zealand Superbike Championships on the 5th or 6th of January as round of 1 at the One Pro Motorsport Park, 12th and 13th of January at Levels and Timaru. Then we go to the Magic Motor Fest at 2nd and 3rd of March for round 3 at Hampton Downs, round 4, 30th and 31st of March here at Circuit Chris Amon Manfield, and the final round of the New Zealand Superbike Championships 2019, 6th and 7th of April at Portsmouth Motorsport. That battle's still going on there in the infield there, Brad Georgie.
Having the F2 bike gets right up on them in the S's, and he might even get real close into the left-hand hairpin there, and it won't be until halfway down the Denny Holm straight that you'll see the green machine will take off in the distance. A good ride there from Mark Halls there, Prentice in 5th place there, so that's awesome. And then Peter Byron, he's awesome to see Pete back on track with Louise Blythe doing the swinging this time round, Spider.
Yeah, Louise Blythe has been around sidecar racing for years. She's passenger for Stacey Seller at one stage for a number of years, and then passenger for my brother last year. In the meantime, she's been doing some jet sprinting as well, and very, very adept in the passengers or co-pilot or the navigator's seat in the jet sprints. Got jet sprints at Wanganui the day after Boxing Day, and we return to the Okiwea Hill Climber event that's been running, started I think in 1957. It'll be great to see that 1 and a bit kilometre course in action again. The day after Boxing Day, the jet sprints are on the same day. You can go to one and then go to the other. The jet sprints go into the twilight, and then of course the next day we've got beach racing on the South Beach as well. So this battle's still going on for second place. John Holden and Robbie Shore have got this in the bag there out in the front. Can't tell you how many laps to go because we don't have an elapsed time thing on our screen. The power cut done that. 99 in second place. Do you think Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan can come through and get into second place here, Brad Ritchie?
Yeah, I reckon he's definitely a lot closer than he's been in late, so I reckon that's definitely a battle to keep an eye on with Barry. He'll be still trying to warm his way back into the season, back after a pretty long injury standoff, but he's definitely won't want to stay in behind another outfit. He'll want to try and push up there, so awesome to see Tracy and Barry back at it 2018, 2019.
And of course Tracy Bryan will be pastoring at Wanganui. She holds a lap record along with her brother driving for the post-classic sidecars at Wanganui. Just feature at Wanganui only this year, as they have for a wee while. Who's that? McPaul's bike retiring, so great to see her back out there. Interestingly, their father, Brian Stent's father, and Tracy Bryan's father, Roger Stent, bought this bike. So there's that change of position there for second place there. It is the number 73 bike back into second place here into the Toyota corner. I think it happened on the Go Media sweeper. So can that 1000cc bike reel them in, Brad Ritchie?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He had trouble in the first race, so I'm not sure whether he's just fighting a few engine malfunction, because Barry seemed to do it quite easy, and even on a smaller bike. I'm not sure how. So interesting to catch up with Andy after this and see where that outfit is at the end of all this. But yeah, awesome. Gary and Phil, they're still in fourth place, and it's got the best seat in the house to watch this awesome performance from John Holden and Robbie Shorter.
In fact, there's about 250 metres there. They won't be able to see it as they come across some lappers, Nick and Wendy Plogue on the number 77 machine. There'll be other lappers coming up. I'm not too sure how many laps, as I said, but meanwhile this big bike of John Holden and Robbie Shorter comes round that big sweeper. Where are they? Round the big sweeper, up on the inside of that lapper there, and looking out for the second place bike. It is still Tracy Bryan doing the swinging for Barry Smith. They're just getting faster and faster going around this Go Media corner onto the front straight. Andy Scrivener, Tina McEwen there in third spot on the number 99 machine, and there's Gary Bryan with Phil Hyde there on the GVR Global sponsored Baker 600 on the letter B there in third spot there. Great to see Greg Lambert and Julie Canepa out here, courtesy of Carl Cox Motorsport. They couldn't find a machine to race. They're still looking for one for Wanganui. They are adept on both Formula 1, Formula 2 and classic sidecars as well. So if anyone's got a classic sidecar, particularly, or a Formula 1 sidecar, it'd be really great to see Greg Lambert and Julie Canepa back out on the track. We saw them last season for the 3 Suzuki Series rounds, and then we saw them in the 2 rounds down the South Island. We saw them at Ruapuna and then at Timaru. It's great. And then they went to Phillip Island, courtesy of Carl Cox, but no bike at the moment there. The lead bike is now going down the back straight there, flying down the back straight there, Brad Ritchie. Yeah,
no, he's well and truly in control. Now, also to have a look at the Union Jack on one side and the New Zealand flag on the other. Beautifully presented Barn Silicon racing machine, and yeah, definitely just to touch on the classic sidecars, get your program, because it's valid for the Cemetery Circuit, and have a look at some of the classic sidecar entries in there. Always a feature around Cemetery Circuit, and some awesome machinery, Spider.
Yeah, indeed. 238 goes through, and that is 238 actually. I've got to work out who's who. That's Darryl Williams and Brian Friend from Waverley, another sort of local team from the Wanganui region, just 45 k's north of Wanganui. As also Jim Bilby doing the swinging for Bruce Roberts there, number 76, are going through the infield. Jim Bilby is 69 years old. 69 years old. We had one of the riders' wives come up and says, "Oh, is my husband the oldest at about 56 or 57?" I said, "Well, for a starter, Rascal Josiah is about 58." And we've got Jim Bilby from Kimbolton just up the road here, probably the closest sidecar team to the local track. He's 69 years old. They set it out for the last race last weekend with it overheating. The big H machine down that back straight there. John Holden rides for Robbie Shorter. They're running the letter H. They came here a couple of years ago, same team, and run the letter J, but different machine as well. And looking out for second place there, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, Barry Smith coming down the back straight now at the moment. So, yeah, I reckon when they cross the line, there's John Holden crossing the line now. I reckon he's got about 2 to go, just unofficially there. So 2 to go, I reckon. And then look to Barry and Tracy heading down the front straight. They've definitely, interesting to see, they've definitely not let the John Holden and Robbie Shorter pair get away too much. Awesome to see on the smaller F2 sidecar. And then we look and...
well, Andy Scrivener's got a problem coming round onto the front straight. Pretty sure they've got a problem, and they are pulling out there. Go past the ripple strip, the hands are up, so pretty sure that's the 99 machine.
Yeah, I'd noticed they definitely were dropping back and back and back. So yeah, obviously had some problems in the first one. Unfortunate stuff. That's a double DNF for Andy and Tina. So that's
well, triple was out of DNF up in Taupo as well at the first round of the Suzuki Series last weekend. Don't forget, folks, the cemetery circuit is live streamed, but get to the track. It is so much better on the track. You can feel it, you can smell it, and the event in itself in its 66th year of running is just absolutely outstanding. I think this year is my 52nd or 53rd cemetery circuit in the plus the midwinter meetings. And there's old Bob Grover down in the front straight there, looking through the grid there. And he's raced 52 cemetery circuits. 52 he's raced. He's had a bad accident a couple of years ago and decided it's time to hang up his leathers at the moment. In the meantime, the white flag is out. This is the final lap of the final race of the second round of the 2018 Suzuki Series. Sidecar action coming out of the Toyota corner, and it is John Holden leads. John Holden leads with Robbie Shorter doing the swinging. Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan are about 9 seconds behind, actually. What do we got? We've got a 14.014 for Barry Smith. Gary Bryan there's in second place there for the 15. Hang on, something's going on here. John Holden didn't pick up the timing on the last way across the start-finish line, so he's down on the old timing screen into third place. We'll make sure we get him next door and update them on that. Sorry? Well, Barry is in the lead, but John Holden's still out there, so I just think he's just, his timing's just not picked up. So there is John Holden, really short down the back straight, so we need to advise these people in next door that there's something going on with the transponder. So the white flag is out, and the final competitor coming across the start-finish line, that is 67, and then 37 goes through. There's the planking by Robbie Shorter with John Holden doing the driving. So something going on there with their timing. In second place, we've got Barry Smith and Tracy Bryan on the 73 Carl Cox Motorsport sponsored machine. And letter B, sorry, goes through there, Gary Bryan and Phil Hyde. So I think Neil Ritchie's updating them that the lead bike didn't pick up on those last 2 laps. Wonder if they've dropped the transponder off. All right, folks, sidecar action. John Holden, Robbie Shorter, Barry Smith, Tracy Bryan, Gary Bryan, Phil Hyde. We're looking out for number 69, Mark Halls. Here he comes with Darren Prentice on the side on the Chris Thoreau Racing bike. He's also very, very quick on classic sidecars and very, very quick on a classic Norton racing bike as well. They take fourth place. Peter Good and Pete the Pirate Blythe, 5th place there. And Ian Staples and Mark Thompson, a classic racing passenger that's jumped into the moderns on the 92 machine on the Staples 1000. Dave MacArthur and Tony New will be coming across the line on the 67 machine to take 6th place there. Here they come along the start-finish line. And how cool is that? He's a school teacher, Tony New, and yeah, be good to go to school and listen to your school teachers' interesting stories about sidecar racing. So what a great meeting this has been, and Brad Ritchie, wow, thanks for coming on board, and I hope you've enjoyed your day's commentary. I've certainly enjoyed listening to it. A couple of times I disappeared and Neil Ritchie took the mic, and we've had Ian Dawson doing pit lane interviews as well as Neil Ritchie, and looking forward to Boxing Day, I hope.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Really excited. Just some of the racing we've had so far, that's just a small taste of what you normally get at Wanganui. So, yeah, definitely have a look at the program. There's a lot of people that only do the cemetery circuit. I know the Pre-89.
Letter H lost their transponder.
a lot of good stuff in the pre-89 that just do Wanganui. Paul Pav on his OW01. That's one of my favourite bikes to see going around there. So something I'm excited about. The classic sidecars. That's always a spectacle, and yeah, everything about it should be on lap record pace. I don't see why not. The other 2 weekends we've had in the Suzuki series have been right up there with a awesome look at the sidecars down pit lane, and just to see 17 sidecars out there is awesome for the Suzuki series. And class act John Holden and Robbie Shorter with Tracy Bryan, Barry Smith, and then the Gary Bryan and Phil Hyde pair all the way from the UK. We'll cross now to Ian, who's got them down in pit lane.
Well, we take an opportunity to be down here at trackside. For those of you spectators still left, what an awesome opportunity. And back here at the moment again with Phil. Manfield getting better and better for you today?
Yeah, we just can't reel Barry in at the minute. He's on fire at the minute, and we've got a bit of paint on the side, so he might want that back. I'm not sure, but that's racing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. All right, as far as the opportunity to catch him, what about going to a place like Wanganui, which is only used by everybody once a year? Have you had an opportunity to check it out already?
No, but me and Gary are going to travel up this week and go around in a car for a few days, just get used to it and see what we can do. And yeah, we'll be trying again.
All right, not too much heat for you in New Zealand?
It's far too much heat. Yeah, it's far too much. The only time my head normally gets wet is when it's raining.
Thank you indeed, Phil. All right, Gary, tell us a little bit about this machine. As beautiful as it looks, is it as good to drive?
Yeah, it's good bit of kit. Tony Baker built it. It was John's girlfriend or wife's dad, so keep it in the family. And it was built for the TT, so it likes the bumps and the rough. So we're looking forward to Wanganui.
Yeah, we'll be in so you take an opportunity to drive around. Good method to learn it in a hurry, isn't it?
Yeah, because obviously there's no practice day, so we'll just have a look where it goes and stick my neck out a bit there.
What, you can do, after midnight, you can do it in the car a bit quicker?
If you can get away with that, we might go for that then, yeah.
Yeah, great to see. Hey, what have you thought of your trip to New Zealand? What were your expectations in coming over here? And have those expectations been met?
Yeah, we come on holiday, basically. Got the chance to come, thanks to Gav for helping us get a bike here and helping us out with vehicles and bits and bobs. And we just brought it from the TT, really, and said we'll go on holiday and we'll do a bit of racing. We ain't just a week prepping it, so yeah, brilliant.
All right, I hope you have a good time. Merry Christmas. We'll see you on Boxing Day.
Thank you very much.
Well done, well done. What a great story, what a great story. Come over for a holiday and nice to see. Hey, we ran out of time before talking with this awesome Majua, but hey, Baz, that time, man, you had to work, didn't you?
I did. I've actually worked up a sweat, so yeah, I'm used to the heat now. I think Gary and Phil were a little bit worried about the heat, but it doesn't seem to bother me too much now. I've become acclimatised to it, Kiwi now, so no, I enjoyed that race. It was good. I knew I had to get my head down pretty early on because Gary and Phil were on the case in that first race, so we just needed to get a gap. And I was watching the pit board. Greg and my daughter Jo were on the pit board, so yeah, they did a great job. I knew exactly what we were doing and kept in control, so it was cool. Good.
All right, what's it like, Barry? You've had a lot of experience on the long chair, but being on the short one, the F2 bike, have you got a preference, or is it horses for courses?
I think it's probably a bit of horses for courses, to be honest, but I can sort of turn my hand to either bike, to be honest. One is obviously a little bit more scary than this one, but this is the handling on these short bikes is so forgiving, and with only having the 600 motor, it's you know, it seems much easier to ride and control than the F1, but yeah, just great fun, just really good fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about after all. Tracy, the question for you, have you got a preference? Is it an armchair ride in comparison? Have you got to work more down there, or how do you feel about it?
I prefer an F2. I think the F1's a bit harder on the body with the forces, you know, it's got a fair bit of power. But the F2 involves a little bit more skill, I feel. You know, you sort of work a bit more together. But yeah, preferably an F2 if we can. And you can get a fair bit of, you know, they can go pretty quick, so.
Right, and at Wanganui with an F2, you're just going to be in heaven, aren't you?
Absolutely, can't wait.
Can't wait. Do you remember the first time you went there? Were you in nappies?
I think I probably was, in my mum's tummy or in nappies, I'm not sure, but yeah, pretty much been part of my life the whole way through, so yeah, looking forward to getting back home.
Hey, Merry Christmas, we'll see you on Boxing Day.
Thank you very much.
Well done, aren't they fantastic? Where's the planker, or the plonker? No, we'll talk to the planker first. So, Yeah, beautiful, beautiful plank, mate. Textbook kind of stuff. No, we never get sick of it, Robbie, and don't think we do. Spin around, mate. So good opportunity. But hey, the last one, nice way to finish it off. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, really good. It was we sort of went out there with a plan and get about sort of 6-7 seconds in front and just maintain it, and that's what we did, and we're happy with it. So I'm sort of trying to make your life a little bit easier going to Wanganui. It's never hard on a long bike round there, you know, and on a 600 as well. It's going to be all on with these little short bikes. They're suited for Wanganui, we know that. So we'll have our work cut out there, but we'll just get the finish, I think.
All right, since the last time you were on this machine, is it going any better, faster now than it did before?
I think John gets on it every time and just rides at 100%. You know, that's the calibre of the man. When you're doing World Championship stuff, you've got to be on it from day dot, and it actually makes my life a lot easier because I just know every time he's going to go on and he's going to give it everything in it. I can just get my flow on, so it actually works quite well. You know, if you sort of dawdle around a little bit, sometimes it can actually make the passenger's life quite hard because it mucks your timing up. So it's perfect, isn't it? Bike's perfect, the team's perfect. I can't ask for more.
Right, I've seen you at the Grand Hotel on Christmas Day, or having seconds with a machine like this. You know, it's got all that ability to tow somebody that's got that extra weight like you, eh?
Yeah, I've been on the Neil Ritchie diet, the seafood and eat it diet. So it seems to be working out actually. But probably a bit appreciative of it today. You know, it was a bit slippy out there, so maybe that extra weight gave us a bit of a hand. So yeah, cheeky bugger.
I've always liked you can throw it back at me, mate. You're an honour and a gentleman, and it's a pleasure to have you around here, Robbie. And poor John, he didn't quite know what to think that time when I was giving his swinger a hard time. But honestly, John, how does he rate amongst your swingers? I know you're going to say sort of nice things here, but be as honest as you can with us, matey.
Yeah, I don't need to blow smoke up his backside. You know how good he is. He just jumps on and I can do whatever I want to do, and he just looks after it. So I don't give him a second thought out there. He just gets on and passengers it, and he understands the bike. He understands what I'm doing. He understands the circuits and that. So I just couldn't want a better passenger than Robbie.
What about the fact now that you've had two F2 bikes that have pushed you today, and as everybody's been talking about, they're going to have an advantage going to Wanganui. You're not going to have an easy Boxing Day, are you?
No, and we knew that, so it was important that we got the 4 wins before we went there, and then maybe we don't need to just push ourselves just as hard, but I'm a racer and I'll be pushing, so if the bike feels good and safe, then we'll push. If not, we'll bring it home and hopefully it'll be enough to do the job.
All right, hey John, lovely to have you back in New Zealand. Merry Christmas, mate. We'll see you on Boxing Day.
Yeah, happy Christmas, everybody.
Thank you. What a fraternity.